Hey, how's it going? It's Ari here, and welcome to video number 3 in the high ticket affiliate marketing training series that I'm now doing on this YouTube channel. Very excited to get into this one. In this video in particular, there's two main things that I want to go over. In this video is going to be number one, your daily promotion routine. And then also in this video, I'm going to be diving into the MyLegion secret system, which is one of the income streams inside of the multiple income funnel. So before we dive into things, I just want to mention that if you missed any of the previous videos in this series, you'll want to stop this video and you'll want to go back and watch the previous videos in this series that I did so far. So I did day 0, which was the intro to what the series was all about. Day 1 right here is pretty much, how to get everything set up. And then day 2 is, of course, the next step in there. And, day 3 is what we're currently on right now. So again, if you missed any of the previous videos, you want to go back and watch these videos in the order that they're presented. So that this way you don't miss anything and you are able to follow in my footsteps, step by step, right? So there's that I want to mention. And then also, if you are not subscribed already, make sure that you're subscribed. Hit the subscribe, tap the bell icon, and that way, whenever there's something brand new in the channel, in the series, then you'll of course be notified right away. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's dive right into things. So I want to first and foremost talk about your daily promotion routine when it comes to high ticket affiliate marketing, or more specifically the multiple income funnel program. But this daily routine is really going to apply to anything that you're promoting online, not just the multiple income funnel system that we're using right here. So there's tons of affiliate programs you could of course be you could promote online, and it's this same these same concepts that I'll of course go over in this video right here will apply to anything that you are deciding to promote online, right? So I have this broken down into two two different steps right here. I have like a beginner daily action item list, and then also I have another action item list that's more for if you're like, say, intermediate or more advanced. But I'm going to assume that if you're on this video right now and if you're brand new, then these first 3 things are really going to be the main things that you're going to want to, of course, start to focus on. So first thing that we'll be really focusing on, the number one thing is going to be creating content for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, any social media platforms where you are putting out short form content, vertical mobile style content. And the reason for this is because it's very simple to do. One of the easiest ways to get started with promoting online, and it's free traffic, and you can get lots of visitors to whatever link that you want to promote very quickly. So TikTok is one of the best ways of starting as a complete newbie. And so later on in this training, I'm going to be diving into how to create content for TikTok very quickly, how to create anywhere from 3 to 5 TikTok videos in maybe 1 to 2 hours, maybe even less than that. And then of course the next thing is repurposing content on multiple other platforms. So you create content for TikTok, you take those videos, and rather than having to create more videos for other platforms, you could take those same videos and then post them on other platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, so on and so forth. And that might take you anywhere around 10 to 20 minutes. And then the third thing right here is doing promotions to your MLGS lists. Now, what that is MyLegion Secret, the system right here. And this right here is hands down one of the easiest ways to start affiliate marketing, one of the easiest ways to start getting sales if you're someone who's brand new, and even if you're someone who, let's say, aren't good on social media, right? So this right here will take you anywhere around 5 to 10 minutes max per day. Maybe a little bit longer if you're just starting out, but generally speaking, this is a very newbie friendly way to get started, and we'll also be using this in this series moving forward, which is of course what I'll be focusing on for today's video. But then more intermediate and advanced stuff will be like emailing your list. So you're building up an email list, and you're of course mailing your list daily. And then later on in the series, I'll also be getting into showing you how to create long form content for other platforms like YouTube, and also like a Facebook group, right? So these two platforms right here, having either your own YouTube channel or having a Facebook group, this is going to be the way that you use to build trust with your leads, right? So just sending over traffic from TikTok or Pinterest or Instagram straight to a funnel it works in terms of getting leads, but it isn't always the best in terms of getting consistent sales, especially if you're someone that wants to get more of the high ticket sales. So if you are looking to get, not just the $20 commissions, but more of like the $1,000 days, the $2,000 days, $5,000 days, and that's really what this is going to be great for. And this, creating like 1 or 2 YouTube videos per day might take you anywhere around 1 and 2 hours, and that includes everything from like coming up with the video ideas, shooting the video, doing any sorts of editing, which in my case, I don't really even do much editing myself. And then, last thing here is I'll talk about outsourcing repetitive or tedious tasks to freelancers online, which is something that I'm actually getting into right now, actually. So let's go ahead and let's get into what the main topic for this video is all about, and that is the bonus income stream inside a multiple income funnel, which is the My Legion Secret system right here. As you can see, it is bonus income stream number 5, and you could simply check this out, in your account simply by going over to the bonus income streams tab, click the Learn More button right here, and then this video will walk you through all the benefits and how it all works, right? So what I want to do in this video is I want to give you kind of an overview on how to use this. And I also want to give you some tips on things that I would recommend to help boost your results even further. So what exactly is My Legion Secret? Well, this is a system, kind of like an email autoresponder, but basically what this does is it gives you 100 new leads in your account every single day that you have your account active. So what's great about this is you could join this simply by going into your MIP system. And to get started with an account, it is only $30 a month, which is pretty affordable. And for $30 a month, you get 100 new leads added into your account every single day as long as the account is active. And so, over the course of a month, say like 30 days, that is an extra 3,000 leads that you're getting every single month in your account just by having the account active. So you pay $1 per day, you get 100 leads. And if you refer someone to this using your affiliate promo link, then it actually doubles to 200 leads per day. So then instead of getting an extra 3,000 leads per month that you could promote to, you're getting an extra 6,000 leads per month that are added into your account. And so the more that you keep, an account with this active, the more your leads are going to build up. And then this is going to be, of course, another way that you could use to promote anything that you're promoting online. This, I found personally, actually works really well for like ClickBank products or JVZoo or Warrior Plus. So if you're promoting any sort of like lower ticket products or anything that has like a lower ticket, on the front end, something that isn't necessarily like high ticket, this actually works very well for. And you could actually just make almost like a full-time income just by using this software alone and then promoting like ClickBank products. I've actually seen people doing that where all they're doing is they're just logging into their account. In fact, I might even do a separate series on this because I think it sounds really cool, but you could actually do pretty well with just this alone right here. So I definitely recommend checking this one out in your MIF back office. Of course, it isn't necessarily required that you have this or any of the other income streams, but think of this as another way of promoting, online, without having to invest like a massive amount. So if you, let's say, for example, you wanted to get an extra 3,000 leads per month and you were to do something like Facebook ads, well, you're going to pay way more than $30 a month to get, 3,000 leads, so, or, even YouTube ads, or even if you're doing like Traffic Authority, which is the 4th income stream inside of here, it's more of like a premium traffic type of source right here, right? So My Legion Secret is a very great way to start doing paid traffic if you're on a budget. And that's why I, of course, recommend it. So the things that I want to really mention here is that when you start an account with My Legion Secret, there's two main tips that I want to give here. Number one is you want to, of course, keep your account active for the long term. You don't want to just try this out for a little bit for a week and then, give up if you don't see sales right away. Because remember, this is something that, of course, builds up over time as you keep your account active. So during your first month of using this, you may or may not get sales right away. I'm just going to be very transparent, very upfront with you. You may or may not get sales right away. You might get maybe 1 or 2 sales, but over the course of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, even up to a year, that is an additional, like 72,000 leads that you can get at max every single year just by having this account active, which is pretty amazing. So this account in particular, I've actually had this since late July. And if I go into my mailing system right here, With this account in particular, I actually have over 50,000 people that are on my MLGS list. This is without me having to do any additional work. They just add these to my account. And so what you could do is you could just come in here and you could just do a simple quick promotion, almost like you are sending out an email. So if you've used GetResponse or ActiveCampaign or Aweber or any autoresponder like that, where you're building a list and you're mailing your list, then you know how this works. So you could send out, any email broadcasts that you have. In my case, it actually shows like the recent ones that I've sent. And so here's email that I've sent that has performed very well in the past. So 2K per day email biz, right? So it's got the subject line right here. And then down here in the email text or the email copy, it has the email itself, right? So is it really possible to earn up to 2K per day with simple emails? All you have to do is send traffic to your links. And then you have the link right here that takes them to the product that we're promoting. In this case, it's the multiple income funnel system, right? Of course, right here, it's supposed to have like a picture of me, but for some reason, it's not loading up, I guess. I don't know why. And then it has links to, my Facebook, my YouTube, TikTok. I did also have my phone number in here, which you don't necessarily have to do, but if you want to, of course, include that as well for other people to reach out if they have a question, you could include that there. And I have had a few people that have texted me actually about like a question they've had before joining. And then of course, I also included another call to action link down here to the MLGS system right here. And so I offer this at the bottom of all the emails in case if someone, let's say, has something that they're already promoting and they just want to get more traffic to their business. So then I say, well, do you want an extra 100 to 200 leads per day? If so, you could check out the MLGS system, and then that is where if someone clicks on this link, it takes them over to the MLGS software, and they can of course try it out for themselves. And that's another way that I of course earn commissions aside from promoting it from the multiple income funnel system. So I also promote it, from within here, and then that's another way that I of course get residual income is from this in particular, right? So if I go to affiliates, I actually just recently did another cash out right here, but as you can see, right, this has gotten some pretty good consistent residual income right here. And so these are like more low ticket commissions, but yeah, it is one that has, of course, paid a decent amount right there, right? But anyways, so there's a few tips that I want to give as it pertains to sending out emails. And so what I recommend, of course, if you're someone who is brand new and if you haven't done any sort of email marketing before, what you could actually do is you can go over to you could start by going over to the MIF back office, and under the resources tab, the first tab right here says email swipes. And this will give you a few ideas of emails that you could use that have, of course, performed great in the past, right? So you have this simple check this out one right here. Hey there, you've been selected to be one of the first to get access to this. And then it has a link to the MIF system itself. So of course, what you would ideally do, and I could actually show you this, in here I can give like a demonstration on how this works, is you would just copy and paste this into your email text right here, and then all you'd have to do is just replace this to where it says your link here. You just delete that out and then put in like a code that sends people over to your link right there. Talk soon, delete this, and then put dash and then your name right there. So that's really just how you would of course do that. And then they of course have other email ideas you could of course use right here. So yeah, you could use any of these ones. Otherwise, if you want even more ideas, I know MLGS in one of their upsells has other email swipes you could use. So if you go right here under master email swipes, this is an optional upsell for if you pay like an extra 30 up front, they give you additional email swipes you could use, and you could use any of these ones in your you could literally just import these just by clicking the link underneath, and then you could just simply use that, change up whatever text. So insert URL here, that's where your link would go to promote the program, and then whenever any of your leads get these emails, they could check out the program right there, and then that's of course where you get the commission right there. Another place that you can go to get ideas is actually going to your inbox. So if you are subscribed to any like let's say any like other like email marketers list, like for example Paula Beringill's one marketer that I've been following for a while, right? So if you see other marketers that you have of course bought from in the past, or let's say you are on someone else's list that, of course, they get you to open their emails often. You could take any of their emails. And then, one thing that I would recommend, here's one thing that I would recommend is if you're going to use any email swipes, whether it's from any other marketer that you're following or even just any of these like email swipes that you see here in any of the back office or from any system, what I would recommend doing is you want to take the text and then you want to, of course, change it up a little bit to where it looks somewhat unique, because sometimes what tends to happen is when multiple people, send out the same exact emails word for word, sometimes what tends to happen is it gets like blacklisted, and then a lot of these leads might see the same thing over and over again, right? So that's, of course, one other tip that I'll, of course, give right there. But I want to give you like a live demonstration on exactly how to go about sending an email to your list, right? So let's say, for example, that I want to use like this one right here, miracles still happen, right? So I would just, take this. Actually, no, I want to use one that has like, okay, so like, name, I'm curious. So ideally when this would hit someone's inbox, it would say their first name, depending on what they used when they opted in to get on the MLGS list. So it'll say, for example, Cindy, I'm curious, or Bob, I'm curious, or whatever the case is, right? So you just copy this right here. And then if I go to mailing system, I could simply just, click select all. And so I'll mail this out to all my leads right here. Send from either your name or MLGS, doesn't really matter what you use. I just use my name right here. And then you just paste that in. So what you would do right here is you would just delete this part out. And then under here, it'll show the short codes for whatever you want it to display. So I usually will go with where it says first name. I would not recommend going with first and last name, or just the last name looks kind of weird. Just go with the first name. So just highlight this code right here, and then you just paste it right in this field right here. So, now, for example, it'll have, their name, and then I'm curious, and that is, of course, what will get, them to open the email, right? So it'll see that it's more tailored to them. And then we'll take the email copy right here. So we'll copy that. And then we'll simply put that in the body right there. And so, as you can see right here, it says, I'm curious why you wouldn't get this amazing opportunity to make some extra cold hard cash by using this. So all you would do is you just delete this out and then put in, click here to watch this video. Click here and watch. I'll actually say click here and watch this video ASAP. And so that'll be like my call to action link, right? And so it would be a mistake to pass it up. All you do down here, just delete this out, put in your name. So I'll do that. And that's it. So you just do that. And then to put in your link to where, someone like clicks this, for example, you want it to go to your link that you're promoting. So in this case, you just go to your MIF back office, go to links, and then grab whatever link that you want to use. Now, one thing with MLGS to keep in mind is that these leads are not 100% yours. This is part of a co-op type of shared list. So basically, these leads, they're shared with multiple members that use this exact software right here. And so if you want to, of course, get them on your own email list, what I would recommend is promote one of your capture page links. Now, if you're okay with just sending them straight to the sales page, then you could just take one of your VSL links and then just promote it to the list that's in here. And then you could just promote it that way, right? But one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to export your leads outside of the system and import into like any autoresponder like GetResponse, because they will see that it's a, they'll of course blacklist those leads because they'll see that they have, those leads are, shared amongst other users. So that's one thing I want to mention right there. But all I'll do right here is I'll simply highlight this, I'll bold the text, and then I will take one of the links right here. In this case, I'm actually going to use this one right here without the timer. So I'll click copy link address, and then I will simply put this link. I'll click this, and I'll put this link right here. I'll put in the tracking code, which is MLGS, so that this way, whenever someone goes through and they buy the product, it'll show that the sale came from MLGS. So you do that. And then one other thing you can do is you could make the text size bigger. So I like to do like font size 20. You could do that. And then down here, there's an option that says perfect timing. I always recommend checking this before sending the email, because what it'll do is it will send out this email to each lead that's on your list based on the best time that they would ideally open up the email. So let's say you have a bunch of leads that will open up the email like 11 a.m. in the morning. It'll send it out to that specific time to that specific lead, and then when they get it, they'll get it at a time that they're most likely to open the email. So I'd say it's always worth checking this, because you'll get a much higher open rate and click-through rate. And then if you want, you could preview it. This will show what it looks like. You click the link, it takes us over to the our MIF link, and then just like that, you can click send email, and then boom, you've done your broadcast right there. And so in this case, it's now sending this out to in my case 50,000 people, and then right here it shows a timer that okay, this after 24 hours, then you could do your next broadcast. So with this system right here, you could only do a broadcast out to your leads once per day. So one thing that I'll of course recommend for this is, if you of course want to get even more traffic to your offer, you want to increase your chances of getting a sale, what I would recommend is you could create multiple accounts, and you can create your second account under your affiliate links that you'll of course get credit for it, and that'll of course double your leads in your main account. But by having a second account active, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 other accounts active, this will of course double, triple, quadruple the amount of leads that you're getting, and then you'll have multiple accounts, each with massive amount of leads that you can simply tap into anytime. So by having multiple accounts active, you could actually do the same broadcast throughout all 2 or 3 or 4 accounts, and then this way even more people will of course see it, right? And so that's one thing that I recommend doing if you of course want to get even more traffic and more sales from this, is by having multiple accounts active. So anyways, I think that pretty much kind of goes over really what MLGS is all about and how to use it. So I definitely recommend checking this out. Again, you could do so by going in your MIF back office, going to the bonus income streams tab in the top right, and then you could check it out right there. And yeah, that's of course this is of course one other traffic method that we'll be using in this series here. This will be part of our daily routine, as you can see right here. But anyways, in the next upcoming videos, we're going to be diving into creating content for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and other platforms like that. So of course, be diving deeper into that. And of course, later on in the series, I will be diving into like building out your own email list, mailing your list daily, and of course, doing things like creating long form YouTube videos and outsourcing any other repetitive, tedious stuff in your daily routine that you don't want to do or you don't enjoy doing. So anyways, hope you've gotten lots of value in this video. If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and take care. See you in the next one.